Give me the news with Grad. News with Gina Grad. Breaking, viral, weird crime, protest, politics. Give me news with Gina Grad. Stuff they saw on TMZ. Joe Biden, Kamala. Beat news with Gina Grad.
The news with Gina Grad.
Well, we have some big news. I know that everyone listening to this show, every red-blooded American, very worried, wringing their hands, wants you to know just a week after announcing a ban on sharing porn. OnlyFans received a ton of backlash, now has reversed the course, says it will continue to allow users to share sexually explicit material. The London-based subscription service initially said they would have to ban this stuff to comply with the policies of their banking partners who were not down with this. But now they say, quote, we have secured assurances necessary to support our diverse creator community and have suspended the plan October 1st policy change. Currently, 130 million registered users and 2 million content creators on OnlyFans.
Trying to think, like, I always think about these things like GoFundMe pages, like somebody loses their cat and they put it on TMZ and then they raise $750,000 to get the cat back. And I'm like, how many people have extra money floating around for so many different diverse things? I mean, you know, you pay for your phone, you pay your auto insurance, you pay for water, you pay for everything. Just the subscriptions to the porn sites and the OnlyFans only or OnlyFans and
nice
all that.
Cover.
How
Not ignorant.
how many people can you support with this?
Well, I think,
Gina?
I'll tell you, I think COVID boosted OnlyFans like crazy. People working from home, dudes who maybe, you know, would go to the strip clubs or had a nice lady on the side. All that stuff sort of diminished for over a year, and everybody went to OnlyFans because apparently you can interact one-on-one and get whatever you want.
Speaking of strip clubs and ladies on the side, Mr. The Bull, what was the best part of the life when you were in the life? Oh, you know, just not obviously the business, that's work, but like, what was the best part of the life?
What she just said. Strip clubs and women and drinking and wine and whatever. Listen, it's a life just like any other life, like anybody does. They have different lives. I had a beautiful farm in Cream Ridge, New Jersey. I led almost a double life as a mobster and a family man. So I had a life. There's a lot of things I did. I went on vacations with my family and friends and people. I didn't wake up every morning killing somebody. So there was a different life that I enjoyed. And even now, I go to work. I'm doing a podcast. I'm talking about doing a story of my life with a couple of heavyweight people and a docuseries. But this everyday life, what's going on in the country right now, really, really, I watch that. I pay attention to that. I'm into it a little bit. I have opinions on all that stuff. So I live just like everybody else.
How much do you think, or how much do you know your wife knew about your life?
Well, she's not stupid, so she knew I was a gangster, but she didn't know what I did. I'll give you an example. I do these videos. So she said to me, she said, Sammy, that's 1974. We were married. I said, yeah. But you were with another woman. I said, Deb, there's a statute of limitations on it. I didn't get caught for all these years. It don't count anymore. Plus, we're divorced. You can't divorce me twice. So, and then she's breaking my chops. Remember Lenny? Don't you dare tell me about statute of limitations. But she was teasing me. But
She knew, but she didn't go around poking around asking too much.
you know what is when we grew up in gangs, and she knew the neighborhood guys like Goodfellas hanging out. They knew how we were.
Yeah.
We went to bars, we drank. They knew how we were. So, but my wife once told me, if you ever have a gumara, which is a girlfriend, a steady, like she's almost like your wife, don't come near me. But if you get drunk one night, I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah.
So I think they accept what you are to an extent, and that's it.
Yeah, she didn't want you to have that emotional relationship with somebody
Right,
else.
right.
Yeah, that makes sense. I know you had a lot of feelings, Adam, about former Governor Cuomo and his Emmy. Well, you'll probably like this. He's had a bad week. It's gotten a little worse. The folks who gave him the Emmy did take it back. For the one he got for his daily coronavirus briefings. The New York governor was stripped of the 2020 honor because of the sexual harassment scandal. The International Academy of Television and Arts and Sciences issued a statement saying his name and any reference to his receiving the award will be eliminated.
You got Reggie Bush.
From the International Academy.
Got OJ'd.
Yeah, the other one in 2017, Kevin Spacey had his Emmy stripped away as well.
I'm not down with this. Emmys, Heisman's, Pulitzer Prize. You earn
It
it.
happened.
You earn
You did
it. You idiots made.
Right.
First off, who's at fault here? You fucksticks. Created a category so you could kiss the ass of this guy. You're licking his ass the entire time because mainly it wasn't because they hated him. It's not that they loved Cuomo. They hated Trump so much, and he was so the antithesis of that. So they went, we must bestow this on him. If you guys are fucking stupid enough to give somebody an award, that's their award. And then also, they don't physically bring the award back, do they?
Unless the cheating or the scandal or the whatever has to do with that award, like you're Milli Vanilli and you didn't sing, you give the Grammy back. If you want it for something that has nothing to do with,
That's
what you
right.
did.
He's got the award, and you may strike it from the record, but he's still got it on his mantelpiece.
Cosby's still an honorary doctor.
That's right.
Feelings.
But they do that to get out of an asinine move, like you said, that they made. So now they're trying to get away from it by taking it back.
Yeah.
Simple as that. But it's there. You made a stupid move to begin with, and taking it away for this with these 11 women. How about the 15,000 people he killed?
You talking about? He makes you look like a weekender. Nursing home. Yeah, I mean, it's ironic. The nursing home, there's actually shit that happened there, and that got kind of swept under the rug, but we're worried about the 11 women.
Well, and it's funny, too. Like, it's like an annulment. Like, I never understood the point of that. Like, Britney Spears gets an annulment. Well, can you really say, like, what, are we all supposed to pretend that she never married this guy for 36 hours? Like, we know you gave him an Emmy. Like, what are you trying to do?
Yeah, if I was them, I would just let it go because now we're talking about it again, and they don't want us to talk about it.
Yep.
Yes.
The Fighting Irish
is
finally problematic. It took a while, but we got there. The New York Post reports that the Leprechaun is the latest sports mascot to draw public ire over claims of appropriation. Kind of an interesting story, though. A new survey by sports apparel company Quality Logo Products listed Notre Dame's Fighting Irish Leprechaun as the fourth most offensive college football team mascot in the nation.
Oh, did we just talk 2 days ago with Siobhan Fallon about her Irish fighting grandfather?
That's right,
Packy,
yeah.
The Irish fought.
Well, I'm glad you said that because according to the university, the Fighting Irish nickname began as a derogatory term used by other schools at the turn of the century because most of the kids there were Irish Catholic. It was then adapted to be the team's official nickname in 1927 when the university president, Father Matthew Walsh, he was Irish. He said, let's take it and make it our own. The university also mentioned that the leprechaun originated in England as a disparaging symbol for the people. Again, they adopted it, sort of made it their own. At this point, no rush for a new mascot, but it's finally getting talked about.
Wait, sorry, is it getting talked about or Notre Dame's never giving into this?
Notre Dame
this is from Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Notre Dame's like non-starter.
Yeah.
They do what everyone should be doing when they're talking about this. What ends up happening is it's like some Jehovah's Witness, he knocks on your door, and then you answer the door. And he goes, "Can I share the good news with you?" And you go, "Fuck off," and you slam the door. What they do is we're living in a time where we go, well, I'm not going to convert to Jehovah. I'm not going to be Jehovah's Witness, but come in and sit down.
I don't want to be rude.
Come in and sit down. And then the person comes in and sits down, and then someone says, "You're going to convert? You're going to be Jehovah's Witness?" No, I don't want to be. I'm be rude. It's him. And the next thing you know, the guy's got in a fucking headlock, and you're praying to Jehovah. or whatever they witnessed. My whole point is this: slam the fucking door.
Yeah.
They need to say, Notre Dame needs to go, fuck you, hippies, fuck off. We're not doing any of this shit.
Well, and
We're
that's-
done. Don't even bring it up again. You'll get nothing.
Yeah, that's what's interesting about the university is they were called the Fighting Irish, obviously, as an insult. The leprechaun was an insult, and they said, bring it. We'll take it. We'll turn it into something we're proud of.
They're covered because if you look at the pictures of their mascot
rich and
throughout
white?
the years, they got a couple of black ones in there.
Oh, that's true. Actually, yeah, you're
Oh,
right.
yeah.
It wasn't the guy who portrays the mascot at the game. It wasn't that long ago. Like maybe 5-10 years ago, they had a black guy
Yeah.
doing the
Wow.
leprechaun.
Yeah.
Good for
I
him.
remember being outraged at the time, but now I'm happy.
Is there a height thing, or they ignore that completely?
I think they ignore the height thing.
Okay.
As far as I've ever seen, it's been quote unquote normal sized fellas.
Normal
Brian,
sized
come on.
fellas, but they have had some black mascots.
Average size.
Right.
A height thing?
Yeah.
Let's stay away from
I know. I withdrawn.
Please.
Withdrawn. Any guesses on the top 3 most offensive mascots? College mascots. College
Well,
football.
is this the names or the mascots? There's the
I think it's both.
there's the rebels. There's the red Raiders. What are the rebels?
UNLV's the rebels, and there's the
Reb.
yeah the
North
fucking
Carolina.
No, I'm
one of the
thinking of
Carolinas.
like a Virginia. They're the Cavaliers. Who are the
Didn't make
Ole
the
Miss.
list.
Ole Miss.
Old Miss. Old Miss
are the
has a
rebels.
Reb. No.
Didn't make the list.
You got Seminoles. I don't know if they're.
The
That's just a tribe.
Osceola and Renegade of Florida State.
Boo!
Yeah,
But it's a
Florida
majestic
State.
mascot. No, this list is bullshit. That's a majestic mascot. Look at that.
Well, I think you're going to see a theme.
He goes to the 50-yard line. And he puts the flaming spear right
fuck
down.
yeah. If you say Ralphie, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Who?
Ralphie's
Okay.
the buffalo.
Is he an Aztec warrior of San Diego State by chance?
Why is it that San Diego was the Aztecs? This is
And
absurd.
finally, Vili the warrior of the University of Hawaii. These are all culturally insensitive to the Native American community. and that's
Hawaii!
why they made the
They're
list.
just
It's the
warriors from the
University of
region.
Hawaii.
Yeah.
That's
Blame quality logo products.
This is weak.
yeah.
This is
I'm just
really
the
bad.
messenger.
Yeah.
All right.
It's the University of Hawaii. It's
Well,
the whole
because
thing is of Hawaii.
we're kind of at the point where if you have anything but an animal or a tree or a cloud,
No.
we're gonna.
No trees.
Now, that's,
no trees.
That's offensive.
We're looking at a picture.
I
of
walked
him.
past 11 luau's last week, and I saw dudes that look exactly like him.
That's offensive.
And look, there anything that represents a culture, and we gotta beef with it. That's
what was
the problem
tree?
now.
I can't remember now. I
That
just-
was the Stanford Indians.
Stanford.
okay.
They were the Stanford Indians that just became the cardinal with the color. The
Got it.
cardinal.
Right.
Okay. Well, speaking of Hawaii, Brian, you made it in and out just in time.
yeah.
And if anybody has a trip planned, hold on a second. Because COVID cases skyrocketing in Hawaii, Governor David Ige says tourists don't come. Residents, limit your travel to essential business only. That's through the end of October. So most new cases are because residents are traveling off the island, coming back, bringing COVID with them, spreading it everywhere. And of course, it's an island. He also said that another shutdown, definitely the last resort, completely demolished their economy for, at least a year.
You notice they waited until school started for all the school districts.
Yep,
to
smart.
announce this.
Large gatherings on the island of Oahu suspended for 4 weeks. That's weddings, funerals, sporting events, attractions. People will still be able to gather in groups of 10.
Unbelievable.
Sammy done. You know what else? One of the fastest growing, I think even faster in Hawaii, or along with Hawaii, is Oregon. Oregon is fucking hit hard.
Oh, boy.
But you don't hear about Oregon because they've been locked down and masked up for a year and a half. You only hear Texas and Florida because they're bucking the rules.
Well,
the
to be
people
fair-
that play by the rules, they don't really like talking about
To be
playing
fair,
by the rules and getting fucked up by COVID.
Antifa's been out and about.
But there's so many
That's true.
stories. I think they're driving the country crazy. Nobody knows what's going on. Lies every 2 fucking minutes. I've never seen anything like this. They're destroying this country. We're talking about some of these things. The border is wide open. And the first time I just started hearing some newscasters talk about Afghanistan. Now, you think these people are stupid. ISIS got out. They let them out of the prisons. What if they just shaved their beard and let them right through our borders, come walking right in, 100 of them, 200 of them looking like Mexicans or whatever, And they're all over the country. 3 weeks from now, they're making phone calls to each other. Are we this insane or naive?
Well, here's the problem. I mean, as far as I can tell. Trump, everyone hated Trump.
Yes.
But he had a couple good policies, and one of them was the stay in Mexico policy, which is you can't come here and then we'll give you a summons and you can be released and then you come back for your summons. You can't come in. You stay in Mexico, and that's a pretty good deterrent because everyone was like, if you're talking about the border, it's a good deterrent to go, you can't come across the border. You can wait in Mexico, and then we'll give you a court appearance, and you can plead your case in front of the judge and see if you meet refugee status or you're being oppressed politically or whatever it is. Biden got in and went, I'm undoing all the Trump shit. Fuck that guy. So undo it. And when it got undone, then we had this flood at the border. What Biden should have done is like, I hate Trump, but, broken clock is worth, it's right twice a day. So this particular one will do. Cancel the pipeline or whatever else you want to cancel, whatever else Trump did. But the border stay in Mexico, now they're going to reinstate that, by the way, the stay in Mexico thing, which...
Only because a judge gave an order.
Yeah, maybe they'll do it, maybe they won't.
But we have to give, the United States would have to give Mexico money because I thought a big problem is people are, flopped out on the street in Mexico City waiting. There's not enough food. There's not enough stuff to help them. So who's like, it's hot potato.
No, it's not. It's a total shit show right now because they opened it up, because they undid that order.
Right. I thought that was part of the reason, though, that Mexico's like, we can't pay for these people. What are we supposed to do?
What they do before?
Well, whatever they did before, they should just left it in place because it turned into a shit show because they dropped that and they owned, kids in cages became tons of kids in cages and stuff. It's exacerbated.
Right.
So that's the kind of thing where he should have went, fucking leave that one alone and then cancel a bunch of other stuff that you don't like.
And I am far from an expert, doesn't begin to cover what I am. But in terms of flying people out of Afghanistan, I feel like most of those people either worked for the government or they have to be background checked and their paperwork has to be in order to some extent. It's not just if you can get to the plane, we'll take you out. I'm volunteering and it's tough, but I'm trying to help with this organization that gets people in Afghanistan who worked for U.S. companies connected so they can get their visa sponsors. And it is a pain in the ass. So I don't know.
It makes you feel good?
It makes me feel good to help people who helped our government. Now the Taliban is looking to.
Why don't you just vote? And vote the right way.
Well.
I mean, get these fucking people out.
I intend to
They're
keep
destroying the country. I mean, it's so simple. I look at this as Cosa Nostra, through and through. This is ridiculous. What he did to this Afghanistan and to our reputation and everything, the who was there. You can't stop this violence. When the people are maniacs, you have to be strong and just as tough, if not tougher. Or they're not going to be afraid. They're going to walk through this border. They're going to make all kinds of moves. They're going to kill thousands of people. They're saying it's his blood is on his hands. It's on our hands. It's on all of our hands.
Yeah,
what we're doing there is insane.
The Taliban they just need, first off, their thing is like, well, we're going to respect women's rights just as long as it complies with Sharia law, which is like, all right, that ain't going to happen.
Can I answer that?
Go ahead.
Women's rights. Here's the thing I see. I could pat you on the ass, and Me Too movement will go crazy because I just did that. I didn't do it, but if I did it, yes, right, I didn't do it. But if I did it, where the fuck are they now? Millions of people, women, are going to be raped from 12. They're saying it from 12 years old up.
Yeah.
Where's the women's movement?
Where's the outrage?
Where's this Me Too movement?
Yeah.
What does it stop at the border? Where are you?
Yeah.
You never sounded more New Yorky than when you said, where are you?
Where are you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Plural.
All right.
Plural.
It's a shit show. I'm getting depressed. Let's bring it home, Gina.
You got it. I'm Gina Grad, and that's the news.
Gina Grad.
That was the news with Gina Grad.
Last but not least, there's Liquid IV, man. You're working out. It's hot outside. The hot summer months are here. You want to be proactive. Keep your body fueled up and keep it hydrated. 1 stick of Liquid IV and 16 ounces of water hydrates faster and more efficiently than water alone. Great flavors like watermelon, strawberry, and lemon lime. No preservatives, less sugar than an apple. Always travel with these things. Put it in your water bottle, shake it up, especially if you're traveling, maybe you're doing a little drinking, time zone difference. Take care of yourself. And in response to COVID-19, Liquid IV has donated 4 million servings to hospitals, first responders, food banks, veterans, and active military. It is Liquid IV. Right, Dawson?
Grab your Liquid IV in bulk nationwide at Costco, or you can get 25% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code ADAM at checkout. That's 25% off anything you order when you get better hydration today using promo code ADAM at liquidiv.com.
Well, I'm going to be in Minneapolis this weekend, and Catalina, and Royal Oak, Michigan, and Kansas City, and Solana Beach, and Chicago, Baltimore. I'm everywhere. So
All
just go
places Sammy the Bull lived under different names.
Right. Go there. Go to mcroll.com, and you can check out me going racing. 8 new episodes on Chassis, channel 687. Sammy the Bull Gravano's Our Thing with Sammy the Bull. New podcast, and you can download them and check them out anywhere you see podcasts. And until next time, Adam Carolla, Gina Grad, Sammy the Bull, and Bald Brian. Say it. Mahalo.
I'll kill you in any fucking which way I want, with a hammer, with a knife, with a gun. It doesn't matter.
Follow the Adam Carolla Show on Twitter.